Chapter 6 The Flamboyant District. The vibrant lights of the Yoshiwara district painted the night sky in a kaleidoscope of colors. Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke stood at the entrance, their eyes wide with a mix of wonder and apprehension. Alongside them was Tengen Uzui, the flamboyant sound Hashira, his towering figure and extravagant appearance drawing curious glances from passers-by. "Welcome to the entertainment district, boys," Tengen announced with a dramatic flourish. "Our mission is to find my wives and eliminate the demon lurking here. Remember, flashiness is key." Tanjiro nodded solemnly, his hand unconsciously touching the box on his back where Nezuko slept. "We'll do our best, Master Tengen." Zenitsu, however, was already distracted by the sights and sounds of the district. "So many beautiful women," he mumbled, his face flushed. Inosuke, still insisting on wearing his boar mask, huffed impatiently. "Enough talk. Let's hunt some demons." Tengen chuckled, his many earrings jingling. "Not so fast. First, you'll need to blend in. You're going undercover as apprentice courtesans." The next few hours were a whirlwind of activity, as the boys were dressed in elaborate kimonos and given crash courses in the arts of entertainment. Tanjiro struggled to maintain his balance in the unfamiliar garments, while Zenitsu seemed to take to it naturally, much to everyone's surprise. As night fell, they split up to infiltrate different houses. Tanjiro found himself in a lavish tea house, his senses overwhelmed by the sweet scent of incense and the soft strumming of shamisen. "Remember your training," he muttered to himself, trying to gracefully pour tea for a group of rowdy customers. Across the district, Zenitsu was surprisingly in his element, charming guests with his musical talents. However, his heightened hearing picked up disturbing sounds from the upper floors of the house. Inosuke, meanwhile, was causing chaos with his lack of refinement, but his animal-like instincts were proving useful in detecting unusual activities. As the nights wore on, the three young demon slayers began to uncover a sinister plot. Women were disappearing without a trace, and there were whispers of a beautiful Oiran with inhuman strength. One evening, as Tanjiro was making his rounds, he caught a familiar scent, blood, and the smell of a demon. His heart raced as he discreetly followed the trail, leading him to a secluded courtyard. There, he witnessed a horrifying scene. A woman with striking features was devouring a helpless victim, her kimono stained with blood. As she turned, Tanjiro saw the distinct mark of an upper moon demon on her eye. "Upper Moon 6, he breathed, his hand instinctively reaching for his sword, only to remember he was in disguise. The demon, Daki, noticed him and smiled wickedly. My, what have we here? A little mouse trying to play hero?" Tanjiro's cover was blown. He quickly shed his outer kimono, revealing his demon slayer uniform underneath. Water-breathing, first-form water surface slash. His attack caught Daki off guard, slicing through her kimono, but her regeneration was incredibly fast. She laughed, her voice a mixture of beauty and malice. "A demon slayer? How amusing. You'll make a fine addition to my collection." Across the district, Zenitsu and Inosuke sensed the disturbance. They too shed their disguises and rushed to Tanjiro's aid. Thunder-breathing, first-form thunderclap and flash. Zenitsu's attack came like a bolt from the blue, momentarily stunning Daki. Inosuke burst through a wall, his dual blades gleaming. Beast-breathing, Fang 3 devour. The three friends fought in perfect synchronization, their time training together, evident in their coordinated attacks. However, Daki proved to be a formidable opponent, her centuries of experience giving her an edge. As the battle raged on, destroying buildings and causing panic in the district, Tengen finally arrived on the scene. His entrance was as flamboyant as ever, accompanied by explosions and a shower of glitter. "Now this is what I call a flashy battle," he exclaimed, unsheathing his unique Nichiren swords. Sound breathing, first form roar. The clash between Hashira and Upper Moon shook the entire district. Tengen's speed and strength were incredible, matching Daki blow for blow. The young demon slayers watched in awe, realizing the vast gulf in power between them and Hashira. However, the tide of battle suddenly turned when Daki revealed her true form. Her brother, Gyutaro, emerged from her body, a grotesque figure wielding poison sickles. Two demons in one? Tanjiro gasped, realizing the gravity of their situation. Gyutaro's speed and poison proved to be a deadly combination. Even Tengen was caught off guard, suffering several wounds from the poisoned blades. "Master Tengen," Tanjiro cried out, rushing to support the Hashira. The battle became desperate. Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke fought, with everything they had, pushing their techniques to the limit. Tanjiro's water breathing evolved, incorporating elements of the Hinokami Kagura he had inherited from his father. Hinokami Kagura Sun Halo Dragon Dance. Tanjiro's new technique blazed through the night, momentarily overwhelming Daki. Zenitsu, driven by his desire to protect, unlocked a new form, thunder breathing, seventh form on Naikazuchi no Kami. Inosuke, not to be outdone, showcased the results of his intense training, beast breathing minced to bits. Their combined efforts, along with Tengen's mastery of sound breathing, finally began to turn the tide. In a climactic moment, they managed to decapitate both Daki and Gyutaro simultaneously. As the demons crumbled to ash, Tanjiro felt a mix of relief and sadness. He couldn't help but pity the tragic existence of the demon siblings. With the battle over, the full extent of the destruction became clear. The once vibrant district lay in ruins, and many lives had been lost. Tengen, gravely injured, announced his retirement from the Demon Slayer Corps. "You've done well, young ones," he said, his usual bravado subdued. "The path ahead will only get tougher, but I believe in you. Keep living your lives flamboyantly." As dawn broke over the ruined district, Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke stood together, battered but alive. They had faced an Upper Moon and survived, but the cost had been high. "We're getting stronger," Tanjiro said, looking at his friends, "but so are our enemies. We need to keep pushing forward." Zenitsu nodded, a newfound determination in his eyes. "For once, I'm not scared. Well, maybe a little, but I won't run away anymore." Inosuke pumped his fist in the air. "Bring on the next fight. We'll crush all the Upper Moons." As they prepared to leave the district, Tanjiro's thoughts turned to Nezuko and his ultimate goal. The battle against Upper Moon 6 had shown him how far he had come, but also how far he still had to go. "Wait for me, Nezuko," he whispered. "I'm getting stronger every day. I'll definitely find a way to turn you back into a human." The Entertainment District arc had been a crucible, forging the young demon slayers into stronger, more resolute warriors. But as they looked to the horizon, they knew that even greater challenges lay ahead. The battle against the Upper Moons in Muzan Kibutsuji was far from over. With heavy hearts but unbroken spirits, Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke set off towards their next mission. The lessons learned in the Flamboyant district would serve them well in the battles to come. Their journey as demon slayers continued, each step bringing them closer to their ultimate goal, and the final confrontation that would decide the fate of humanity.